Welcome back. You are listening to the Mara Mukonda Show on Salam Media. It is 12:35 on this Monday, the 8th of February 2021. It is time for our book review, and today we are reviewing the book Chasing the Dream by Kamogelo Masoga, who is a 22-year-old writer, and this is her first book. Kudos to her, and let us hear from her about the book and how you can get yourself a copy. Kamogela, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks, and yourself. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
It's a pleasure. All right, so the book Chasing the Dream. First of all, what dream are you chasing that inspired you to write this book?
The dream that I'm chasing to write this book, I want to become a famous writer. I want to be a screenwriter, everything. I want to write dramas, books, and all that.
Mm-hmm. And what was the inspiration behind this book? I mean, it's a collection of short stories. So, what inspired you to write a collection of short stories?
Um, my passion for writing inspired me to write this book. But
Mm-hmm.
then the essays that I used to write at high school also inspired me to write this book because I could see that I can write a short story and it was a great story.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah,
basically,
so it inspired me to write it. Yeah,
yeah, well, at least the school helped you out because you always wonder,
yeah,
like,
it did. Yeah,
what
it
will
did.
school do for me if I continue being there? Why did you choose this title, Chasing the Dream? I mean, there are other books out there, a similar title, Chasing the Dream.
Okay, this book is a collection of 10 short stories, right? So the first story
Mm-hmm.
is titled Chasing the Dream, and it's my favorite. That's why I chose this title to name it after the book.
Mm-hmm. Did you have any challenges while writing and publishing the book?
Where I couldn't write. Even if I thought of something, there was nothing on my mind. I couldn't be creative and write anything.
That was the writer's block that you experienced over there. How should people read the book? Is it a novel, a self help book, or what genre is it, and how should we read it?
Oh, it's fictional. The stories are fictional. There are things that we experience in our everyday lives, but then it's fictional. I created them.
Okay, and
Yeah.
when did you realize that you wanted to be a writer?
When I was doing grade 9, like I said, the essays that I used to write, they made me realize that I'm actually a good storyteller. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where do you see yourself and your books in a few years' time?
Wow, I see myself as wow. I don't know, famous writer, award-winning author. Yeah.
Speaking of famous writers and award-winning authors, who is your favorite?
I'm Zixmda.
Mhm. And obviously, you have a collection of his books.
Yeah, I do.
All right. And how can people get a copy of your book?
They can contact me on my WhatsApp number
Hmm.
07985060021, or they can just follow my page and then inbox me, Kamo the author, on Facebook, and then on Twitter at Kamo the author.
Okay. And what advice would you like to give to? Okay, before we get that, so there's a comment here. Kamogelo, keep shining. You are being interviewed by the best. Limpopo is happy. Thank you for your comment, Thomas Ramalekana. And keep them coming. Kamo, tell us, how can we get a copy of the book?
They can WhatsApp me on my WhatsApp number 07985060021, or they can just inbox me on my Facebook page, Kamo the author. On Twitter, it's at Kamo the author.
And do you courier?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay. What advice would you like to give to young aspiring writers out there?
Um, if they love writing and writing is their passion, they should follow their passion. They should get resources and publish. If it means self-publishing like me, they should also do it. Yeah.
All right, great work. And speaking of which, as you published, you went the self-publishing route. Was it an easy journey, or did you have some obstacles along the road?
Not really. It was easy because I had to pay the money, and then the book was published. So it was very easy because I was paying. Yeah.
All right, so please show us the copy of the book in case anyone wants to see and doesn't get confused.
Yes, the copy, guys. And the copy is
Awesome.
the copy is 200.
Yeah, which is pretty much reasonably priced compared to
Yeah.
a lot of other books on the market. Kamo, thank you so much for your time and for sharing that with us, and good luck with your future endeavors.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you.
Bye bye. That was Kamo, the author, or Kamogelo Masoga, a young aspiring writer, just 22 years old, and who's just published her first book. And she went down the road of self-publishing, which means that you too can do this if you have a book, if you have a story that you would like to tell, if you want to motivate people, if you want to write poetry, whatever you want to write. The world is your oyster. I remember we used to do what was it called again? Executive writing or something along those lines. Back in school in literature, it was so much fun because that's where you could channel
You're exposing your age.
your imagination. It does not matter, you know.
Executive writing. I don't think we have it.
We have to
nowadays.
age. We have to age, and if we can move with the time, we move with the time. But at the moment, I don't remember what it was called back then. But